Hey Wanderers, welcome back to...
Hey Wanderers! She was really excited!
Hey Wanderers, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be talking to you about marriage, birth control, and more babies.
More babies?
More babies.
So say this. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. So say... F*** it. Roll the intro.
Feels like I've gone insane, and the pressure of growing up is just too much these days.
Marriage. Marriage is hard.
Yeah.
Marriage is hard.
Marriage is so hard.
No, marriage is... It is hard.
Especially when you have kids, like, you have a totally different relationship, and now you're not just, you know, husband and wife, you're also mom and dad, and you are co-parenting, and I know people use co-parenting as, like, if you're, like, in a split family, but I think it also...
Especially if, like me and Dan have completely different parenting styles. Trying to discipline our children is a battle, because I will say one thing and he'll be like, oh my god, like you can't give her an ultimatum, and then he's like, go to timeout, and it's like we are fighting with each other, and Maya's just sitting there like
Yeah.
So it's like you almost need like a grace period. Like if I could go back and redo things but still have like my children and my marriage, I would get married first and then have Maya. Because
Doesn't make it any easier. Doesn't make it any easier.
No, but it would give you that time.
Oh, I was pregnant right after, so I guess. But I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really think that time has anything to do with it. I don't think that the grace period or that period of like rest before kids while married would make a big difference, because you have no idea what that other person is going to be like with your children. He might be really great with other children, but then when you have your children, it's different. Like, you really don't know till they're in your house, and it's like, well, shit, this is ours. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Ryan and I do have different parenting as well. He is like, it's kind of frustrating a little bit, because I will do something, like, if I get frustrated with Sophia, and I'll be like, oh, Sophia, like, come on. That sounded very aggressive, but that's not exactly how I say it, but then he will think he can do that as well, but I feel like I have more of the right to do that. Like, we kind of feed off each other, Ryan and I, and he doesn't think, like, getting frustrated with her is okay, but then he'll see me doing it, and then he'll be like, oh, well, so can I, and he's just, I'm so protective of her and stuff, and it's like, nope, you can't, only I can. So then we butt heads on that, and he doesn't, like, he knows her, but, like, he doesn't spend so much time with her because he works, that he knows her like I know her. So when she has her hissies about getting changed, he'll be like, well, what's wrong with her? Nothing. She's getting changed and she doesn't like it. You just wouldn't know because you're working and you're not here to see. Like, so you butt heads on that. But if you look at, like, your relationship from just your relationship standpoint, and you think, okay, if Sophia wasn't here, but our relationship stayed the same, and then compare it to before, you know, Sophia, and you compare the different relationships, I would pick this one. Like, I would pick the relationship we have now over then. I felt like before Sophia, we were so much more immature with each other, and we fought about ridiculous things. Like, when I think back, I'm like, that was stupid. Like, we have so much more to fight about now that makes more sense to fight about. Yeah. You know, and I just try to tell myself when we're going through rough patches, because everybody does, that it's just a moment. It'll pass. You know, you got a lot on your plate. So does he. And in the end, we have each other, and Sophia has us. And that's
she's happy.
Yeah.
So, on to our next topic. Dan and I have some news to share with you guys. We are not pregnant. We're not.
I'm not either.
No. More babies. Dan doesn't want any more kids, and I'm like, I'm good. Life's chaotic, and I've just gotten to a place where I'm genuinely, I'm going to do another video on this, but I'm like so genuinely just happy lately. And I haven't really pinpointed when I started feeling that way or why, but I'm just really good lately. Like,
yeah.
Like, we were kind of talking the other day, and I was like, oh, I have baby fever, and she's like, no. Like, this summer, we have stuff planned, you know.
What did I say? Let's decide that shit away.
Yeah.
I personally, like, when I would like another child, but I'm so afraid to have another child.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have one in the next, like, 3 years, but when it is time and I start feeling that feeling, because I was just thinking to myself, like, I can remember when I was trying to have Sophia, and I was, like, so excited every time, like, I was like, oh, is my period gonna come? Am I gonna have a baby? Like, is it gonna be a positive pregnancy test? And then it would always be negative, and it really weighs you down, and then to go through the birth and stuff, so the whole process of it all was really, like, scary. When I was thinking about how excited I was feeling about, like, getting pregnant, the other day I was like, my period is a little bit late. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I panicked. It wasn't a happy feeling. It was like a terrified feeling. I was so afraid of being pregnant that I was like, this is weird. This is a new thing. This is a new feeling for me to be afraid to be pregnant.
Yeah.
So in the future, I'd like one more. Preferably if it came out at like in its mid-20s.
I told Dan I want one more when Maya's like 8, I think.
Yeah.
Because I want to obviously finish school, and my program's 4 years, and you know, I have like a year of school before that. So yeah, like when Maya was 8 and he's like, okay, which in Dan's world means no, but I mean, marriage is like a two-way street, so we'll see.
Yeah. So as far as birth control, I'm not doing anything. But I should make a video on this, and I probably said this before, but about PCOS and all this stuff, and it's very hard for me to get pregnant. So this kind of like ties into the previous topic, because Ryan and I have talked about it, and we're not preventing it, but we're not preventing it.
If it happens, it's meant to be.
Yeah, if it happens, we feel like it's meant to be, because it took us like almost 3 years to get Sophia. So I was scared, I still am scared, to go on a form of birth control in fear that it would make it worse for me, so that I couldn't have another baby even if I wanted to. So I'm not doing anything. If I get pregnant, dear Lord, pray for me. But if it happens, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Spirit fingers.
When I had my postpartum checkup after I had Keegan when I was, I think, 12 weeks, I had a Mirena IUD put in. It's not the copper one, it's the one with the hormone in it. I don't recommend it, just because ever since I got it put in, I just have felt horrible. Like, I'm always tired and sluggish and moody and just awful. I felt amazing after I had Keegan, despite some of the complications I went through. I was eating right, I was exercising, I had so much energy for, like, my 2 children. And ever since a year ago when I got it put in, it's a struggle to deal with things on a daily basis. Just getting out of bed in the morning is like... But I really wouldn't recommend it, and after I got it put in, I read some pretty awful horror stories about it, but, I mean, I paid for it, it's in there. That is good for 5 years, they say, and then after that, I don't know, maybe I'll take it out and we'll just see what happens.
Oh, I thought you were going to take it out.
I was going to, but then, you know, Dan's like, oh, you can't expect me to use condoms. If you don't want a baby... wrap her up. Like, come on here. So I'm just going to leave it in and, I don't know, find some other ways to deal with how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
No babies.
No babies.
Gotcha.
So that's it for this video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. So make sure you check out our giveaway video and get your entries in, because the giveaway closes at the end of this month, and you really want to make sure get all of the entries in you possibly can. Is there like 3 or 4? 3 ways to get your name in, and there's only like 15 or so entries, so the odds are really good. So yeah. We'll link it down below. There's like a, it'll be like right down there.
So we will see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye guys.
I didn't do bye.
Bye.